spins and determine exactly how they want to finish around the rim. 2K26 uses...
That's how long. I know I make a lockdown every single year. Alright? Cause this year, bro, you know when you did the swiping, you know, what was it called, y'all? What no one used? Bro, I hate when 2K... Yo, nothing to my budget. Thank you so much for the subs. Subs in the chat, man. I see you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yeah, bro. Yeah, the right stick, bro. That is so stupid, bro. You know? And it's like, they need to do a better job at word defenders. And it's not necessarily with steals. You know what I'm talking
about? System-driven technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion-captured animations. Coupled with new dynamic motion, this change improves the freedom of authentic movement for both the dribbler and on-ball defender. Interior defense has also been redesigned so that it's easier to put a body on shooters when they're finishing around the rim and make body-to-body contact in the air. And bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the...
Yes. Oh, it's delicious.
Paint. Last but not least,
Lucas should have passed the ball to LeBron right here. Whoever is playing this game, the disrespect is crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like, that's LeBron brought that. Wait, like, whatever.
Added some new offensive controls to give players a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing.
All right, LeBron, come back out to
experience.
Pass the fucking ball.
Street Fighter 6.
Ball handlers can now shield themselves from steals by reacting. And last but not least, we've added some new offensive controls to give players a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing experience. Ball handlers can now shield themselves from steals by reacting with the Quick Protect mechanic. The introduction of Quick Protect will bring more balance and lead to more skill-based outcomes. You can even use it to put defenders in jail, just like Luka and other strong guards.
Okay, it's good. But at that same time, bro, that as a defender, that ball should not be touching my kneecap. Since they got more control, taking it back to the chat. Since they got more control, and that's a little dribble guy, right? And it's good. Okay, it becomes more skilled. You feel me? So I'm saying, if I reach in, like you able, you know, like boom, you know, and then shoot, boom, I get that, right? But bro, when I reach, and that bro, my hand should not be going through you, bro. Like, come on, bro.
For spot-up shooters, you can use the new quick shot feature by holding the left trigger on catch and shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off super quick like Klay Thompson. Slashers now have access to slow motion.
I'm gonna leave that. My money playing the NBA 2K22 is this. Yeah. I'm gonna make y'all cry this year.
To get your shots off super quick like Klay Thompson. Slashers now have access to slow motion Euro step gathers, something we've been seeing a lot of in the league lately for players like yourself and him. This will help you navigate through the paint and around defenders by decelerating to throw defenders off and create space with a slow motion.
That's nice.
And finally, another highly requested feature is the ability to force rat passes, which will allow you to feed the corner three or thread the needle to a cutting teammate and avoid defenders playing the passing lanes.
retiring 2K fan, I can't wait to get my hands on 2K26 and experience these all new features for myself.
Gameplay in NBA 2K26 has taken a giant leap forward with more personalization and variety, faster pace, and more skill-based gameplay.
Whether you're a new player or a veteran like me, everyone can master the fundamentals in these all new moves. Pre-order NBA 2K26 Superstar or Leave No Doubt Edition today.
Alright, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. It's just like the same game. It's just a thing.
Of course.
New patch, bro. But I mean, bro, we still gonna buy it. Be real, I will buy it. You know, I do like how they're giving us more control every single year. That is big. That is big. But it's still like the exact same engine. I mean, like they just keep updating it. It's almost like they just keep patching and patching and patching. You know what I mean? They're giving us more freedom. But at the exact same time, bro, we're gonna buy it every year. Yeah. You're gonna buy Battlefield 6. Your homeboys ain't gonna want to play. They're like, hey, bro, we need a bid. You're gonna make a bid because guess what? You didn't buy the game early, so you can't make a guard. You gotta join with your homeboys. Yeah, it's gonna hit up in the bid, it's gonna be bad. It's the same thing every single year, bro. So I'm not sitting right here trying to make y'all buy this thing, trust me, bro. Alright? But don't play yourself, dog. Question, can you explain how rhythm shit works? Can I still play a shot with early or late? Yeah. But a lot of fucking reasons, bro. How can you put these voicemails on there? Russia is basically all about maxing the shot and unique tempo. There's still an idea of time to pump the way to push the pro state, but you don't have to green the timer to make the shot. Oh, man! Hey! That's how we gotta remember, bro. How does rhythm shoot and button shoot compare? Good question. The goal was to make both rhythm and button shooting viable options, with either having an advantage over the other. Y'all failed that this year. Oh, Jack! They failed this NBA 2K25. Bro, you gotta pick, bro. Oh my, that was the goal? People who do rhythm shoot, bro, they look like they was in it. But they're very different mechanics, so it's not really possible to direct comparison. So some would be much better with a button and some would be with this. Alright, bro. See, bro, I'm sticking to square, bro. Like, are there any changes? Yeah, it's whole turbo control. Damn, it's how you beat the NBA. Wait, whole turbo. Okay. So also encourage more flashes up, buddy. You can also get flashes up on the shot button if you're wide open with no trailing threats. The meter don't object had changed a lot, so you'll notice a much bigger green window on open dunks. Okay. Alright. Can anyone do quick catch and shoot, or does it have attribute match requirements? Anyone can perform the quick catch and shoot mechanics. No restrictions. OLT. I've been struggling for years. I'm saying I'm one of a kind and they ain't built them like me. Vision myself. Are there any changes made to address the L2 decks? We made efforts with these only this motion cut that could go through decks. You know, it's still gonna be in the chat. I did it all, even what they say can't be done. I wear my stripes proud, I raise my flag high, and I'ma stay free till the day I die. I've been a failure, I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again. Back on my
my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for life. Reputation on the line, so I'm fighting for mine. You ain't gotta really like me, but you must respect me. I'm saying, if they ever try to check me, I ain't gonna let them wreck me. The pain remains. Gotta remind myself where I came from and represent. The struggle made the realest man you ever met. Isn't it evident? I ain't stopped before, not planning on stopping now. Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Struggling, be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, keep on going cause you got hard. They know that I'm non-stop, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm overrated. If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it. The opportunities arise, so I gotta take it. Too many people in my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the love of winning, spot of all the hatred. They gon' say what they gon' say regardless. Not afraid to fail, I try my hardest. Power up, the time is now, I got this. I'm on fire like the dot. Yo, I'm tired of playing the sidelines. Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of my life. Show 'em what I got, cause you know that it's my time. Brought till I fall, boy, give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like I can fight them all, boy. The time has come, the bell is rung. No weekends here, you know that I'm a star, boy. My blood, sweat, and tears. I've been struggling for years. I'm saying I'm one of a kind and they ain't built them like me. Vision myself a champion, one day I might be. Proud of what I see from the man in the mid. A real freedom fighter, got a problem, what's the deal? Everybody know that I always keep it real. I fall down, I get up, I keep pushing still. They recognize I'm a champion. I did it all, even what they say can't be done. I wear my stripes proud, I raise my flag high, and I'ma stay free till the day I die. I've been a failure, I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for life. Reputation on the line, so I'm fighting for mine. You ain't gotta really like me, but you must respect me. I'm saying, if they ever try to check me, I ain't gonna let them wreck me. The pain remains. Gotta remind myself where I came from and represent. The struggle made the realest man you ever met. Isn't it evident? I ain't stopped before, not planning on stopping now. Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, keep on going cause you got hard. They know that I'm non-stop, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm overrated. If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it. The opportunities arise, so I gotta take it. Too many people in my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the love of winning, spot of all the hatred. They gon' say what they gon' say regardless. Not afraid to fail, I try my hardest. Power up, the time is now, I got this. I'm on fire like the dot. Yo, I'm tired of playing the sidelines. Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of my life. Show 'em what I got, cause you know that it's my time. Brought till I fall, boy, give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like I can fight them all, boy. The time has come, the bell is rung. No weekends here, you know that I'm a star, boy. My blood, sweat, and tears. I've been struggling for years. I'm saying I'm one of
Or just stop by. Green, for the one, get it done.
Friends is now going through a murder trial. Young lady says, I know so much time been taken from y'all. I've been trying everything I can to figure out, even when I fall short. I know I have, and I know I have. I ain't been the best, but ain't nothing I won't do for y'all. Pray for y'all. Overcome this. I know y'all will. I trust. No, it feel like y'all fighting alone, but the whole world behind y'all, praying for y'all, making it through. Free the innocent, Queso, and this other guy, y'all are the strongest. I'm guessing these are the two. So I guess it was 3 people who did the murder. These 2 didn't tell. The other niggas tell like a motherfucker, right? Wait, he's on trial for 2 murders? Oh my god, man. Alright, let's see, Tim. Let's see. Where's the father? Okay, here we go.
And implicate your 2 sons that got you out of custody.
You say implicate him?
You had to point at your son. Let's bet.
Yes.
But he didn't take you along.
No, he already had a manager.
And then your son gets signed in 2019, right?
Right.
He's off in California shooting a music video in December, right?
I can't remember.
He didn't bring you along either.
That ain't true, man. That's not true.
He did not agree to let you manage his career. Or is your testimony that he did? He wanted you to manage it.
Of course.
Of course not. He didn't want you to manage it.
Of course, he did.
Yet you weren't with him on any of those trips, right?
I was with him on a lot of trips.
You have no credits on any of his songs.
No, I don't want no credits on this song.
And Johnny Shipes is the one that is in the records as his manager. Right?
I would assume.
So, let's now talk about the day before the murder. That white car that you already let us know, you drove that white car over to the JSO property facility, right?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Now let's talk about the motive of others. Your testimony is that Hakeem Robinson, who was not shot, who is not biologically tied to Willie Addison like you, that somehow he had more motive than the other people that were actually shot. Right?
Say that again.
We're talking about the people that would have had a motive to be upset at Charles McCormick. Okay?
Right.
You, Butter and Brown, Blue, Butter, Brown, I'm gonna trip over that if I say it fast. The whole thing about P Money was because you believe that he was behind Willie's murder, right?
Right.
Okay. So now Charles McCormick comes along and he's putting out a song. He's not signed to a record deal, right?
Right.
His song isn't getting any traction.
Right.
He's nowhere near the level of Queso, Hakeem Robinson, right?
Correct.
But your testimony is that was a motive enough for murder. That's your testimony, right?
Is this song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's a whole list of people that will be way above him to have the motive to kill Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
You?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You'd have no motive to kill a guy who's basically laughing about the night that you were shot.
I mean, not me. Shouldn't kill him pro se myself.
Look, all I know is this. I'll put this in a question. You claim that the phone that's used by the shooter, that's registered in your name, right? Oh, excuse me, Darryl Watts. Right?
Right.
And we'll get to that. You allegedly burn the clothes that Butter had on him, right?
Correct.
You break through the police perimeter to pick up Leroy Whitaker and Varner, right?
Come on, man. You exaggerating, man. You know if there wasn't no police perimeter, none of that. You exaggerating now.
I'm exaggerating that there wasn't drones and helicopters overhead
How would I know that?
because you were driving to the location.
And I would see a drone in the air?
So we'll agree. All right, let's say the JSO. We'll let JSO answer the question whether they had a perimeter and they had hundreds of officers trying to find the shooter that was running through neighborhoods.
You really think I would have went through there if I seen all those police and all that? a drone and a helicopter and all that. You think I would have went up in there with my car registered in my name?
You don't want me to answer that question. So why don't you stick to answering my questions and not asking me them? It's a life you live, right? You live this life in the streets, right?
Nah.
Or wait, are you telling me that you as the patriarch of the family, that basically these kids come by and say, hey, Blue, go do this?
They didn't call Leroy Williams to to go get it. They called me. They did. What if they would have called I would like to see how they would feel if they would have called somebody else to go pick somebody up. They didn't. They called me. If I would have knew something was going on, I wouldn't have never went.
All right.
They gonna go over there in my car with my phone and knowing something going on. I would like to been, if I would like to been involved in a crime, I'd like to know that I'm involved in a crime. Let me know that, okay, it's a crime happening now. Let me know something. I was in the blind.
So you're a victim in this case, right?
I ain't gonna say I'm a victim, but I would like to know that I'm being involved in something and just ask for a ride.
All right, so then after you know about it,
Ain't game no game. Because they on drugs or they ain't in a position. So they'll just tell you some shit. Just like your daddy. And the sad thing is, you just like your daddy. You ain't never get a chance to get enough fight, man. You never got a shot. So I understand, man. But if you can see, try to look outside of this shit, because the world is motherfucking waiting for y'all, man. There's a real world is waiting for y'all. And I'm telling you, man, these babies and these women, they depending on y'all. You understand? And you know what I mean? And on some real shit, we embracing each other. But not again, it's the condition of my mind and I understand, but I'm telling you, there's something waiting for you. I don't give a fuck what you going through right now, little homie. You bigger than what you going through, nigga. If you want to purse, you fucked up, shit ain't right for you right now. Your living conditions, nigga, you bigger. That's not you. You're not what the fuck you going through, so just hold on and keep going. Cause I'm telling you, man.
All that bullshit, they gonna leave and do the same bullshit.
I'm here though.
From museum. Shout out to Banton, homie.
Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Browse the largest display of hot tub, cold therapy tubs, swim spas, and saunas in the region from major brands. Get up to 50% off. See swim spas in action, offering exercise, therapy, and fun all year long. Over 30 hot tubs will be on display, and every floor model must go. Financing is available, and show admission is free. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Event Center. Visit hottubexpo.com. That's hottubexpo.com.
Shout out to Banton, homie.
What y'all think about that? Wallow got y'all out of here?
I think it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate.
By the way,
Wallow always crying, man.
I think everybody looks at Wallow like he was
Wallow always crying.
So sometimes you want to get a
We were talking real
That
shit.
is exactly what went down. I'm sorry. Wallow was like, that nigga spoke in his position, nigga. Not necessarily like he wanted to happen, but he did the same thing with Drexler. He did the same thing with Young Thug.
It's not hard to see though, because like it's not like rocking something. It's not like it was a footage of music. It wasn't like nigga was visibly moving sloppy. Like, I just remember how for one fire video clips that they got the pictures from a nigga shooting. Nigga, that's broad daylight. I'm not gonna lie, if I ordered a news like this, I'll be so disappointed. I'll have everybody involved because it wouldn't be no witness. No doubt.
But at that point, I think he didn't know who to trust. Too many things. I mean, Dirk was telling us all of it through the music. The back door, the low-key snitching. I think his problem was once he realized that it went the way it went and the people was involved went south, he should have been found an exit plan. He tried to fall back, get right with his God. Muslim does have its advantages in the federal penitentiary because I do have family members in there that are in there.
Yeah, that's what that was about.
You know what I'm saying?
He was talking on Muslim, I think that's when he gave up.
Yeah, like he just, I agree with you kind of there. I think he more or less gave up and at the last minute his stomach bubbled and said, let me run. But he should have been there. That foot thing was not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on. I know he was kind of drifting away from how we normally do for a long time. But I was waiting on, you know what happens when you tell the homies you got to cut them off, right? They all come out.
Shout out to Vonta homie.
You ain't like that. You was never, like, you basically switched up on the guys.
They can't do that.
Well, I was waiting for it. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not only the people that supposedly were cooperating. He been associated with a lot of people.
Oh, no, I have to shout out to
He was
Vonta.
their lifeline. When they got locked up, they was just automatically in him like, yo, bro, I need a lawyer. I need bond. He was paid. So when that person get out of the way, now you're looking at like, what the fuck? So I thought more people were going to call him out. But I think they realized Dirk has did so much. Bro, it's only so much more man can do, man. And it's one of the rare times, like, when he cut some people off, we ain't see them people, they couldn't even do the sob story because Dirk was giving more than he was getting from the street.
That's a Vonta.
That's what I was going to show you, that the streets ain't it, man. Because if Dirk can do all this and still have somebody rat on him, it's not about a personality or nothing. It's just everybody flipped themselves at that point. You know, no guy, you know, the streets is not loyal. There's no love there. I think every real gangster street that we have left in this game will say the same thing. They realize it's not the same code. These dudes are not following the same rules. So,
You're actually, that's what I wanted to ask you, right? So where, like, you do all of this shit for your homies, right? You put them in position, you know what I'm saying? You help them out, you hold them down, right? So at what point do you see, like, how could Dirk have successfully parted ways without them getting mad, or without, how could you successfully part ways from each other? Like, how could you not answer that question after I say it? And this is me now in my 30s in 2024, understanding the Warren Chirac much more better than what I even covered it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of people talking about Dirk today was, as much as y'all, not y'all like people who are public in here, or even y'all who watch a lot. The same way how they criticize me for the Warren Chirac is the exact way I used to think about people in Chicago doing dumb shit, like how they're talking about Dirk today. Because it lacks context. It just looks stupid. Yes, it looks incredibly dumb that you're doing these things when you're a billionaire and you have seemingly the world at your disposal. It took a while, and it took me really talking to these people behind the scenes and getting to know them to realize.
Finally out! I've been waiting to sit here forever. What do you even say? Eric! Would you please stop parking on my lawn? Dude! Royal Kingdom! Red Republican that just came out, and guess what? No ads. They actually make games with no ads? Insane, right? Story. Already downloaded for you. How'd you get my
Bitch ass nigga. On Vonta! Shout out to Vonta homies on Diddy.
Download Royal Kingdom and join us today.
Man, all that riches and all that money that Dirk was making don't mean shit. Man, them niggas who killed his brother, man, he was flashed out on camera to kill that nigga. It is what it is. Like, karma's a real thing. Bruh, I know people want to be like, alright, you made $1 million. Forget about the fact that niggas killed your cousin. Niggas killed your manager. Niggas killed your brother. Niggas killed one of your best homies. Like, nah, it don't happen like that. So I get it. Because we're looking for, this is the same way I used to look at Warren Chirac. Say, damn, why are you doing this? Like, let the court handle it. All that type of shit don't work like that. Dirk was walking around with a lot of trauma on his heart. He was walking around with a lot of, you know what I mean? things from the game, and yeah, of course, everybody want to act like they can get a perfect hit, but bro, that shit was on that test, just like other shit. Like, I mean, here's the thing, like, you think he was rapping about when he said that he got back for his brother? If he got locked up for that, allegedly, if he got locked up for that, you think he's stupid, or would you say, bro,
I mean, just because he had money don't mean he wasn't a street dude. I think that's what a lot of people.
No, a lot of people think that being rich and successful cures the problem. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like basically saying, yo, a lot of people around you died and other people did shit to your family and you going through like, one thing I learned about that when I started with it is like, I realized how much security I was putting money for. Like, when it came to the snitching thing, for him it wasn't this fictional street code no more. I saw it like damn near tear up. He looked me in my eyes and said, "Act, a snitch took my father away from me. I can't never fuck with this guy." That made it more real to me. I finally understood. Because a lot of people talking about things in the hyperbolic sense. Yeah, you don't fuck with this, but no snitch ever took you away from your father. Nobody, a snitch never, ruined. And I know some people will be like, "Whoa, it's not as this, the father should be doing it." I get that. But I'm telling you how the trauma has affected me.
Yeah, shout out to Vaughn and homie.
So you did say you wasn't an advocate for the therapy. So don't you feel like something like therapy could have helped him heal?
Yeah. No. No.
That nigga said no.
I think he was like, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Oh, right. Well, I was gonna say I think the streets is just. I've been around them. Not saying that people even politic with from other cities. He's really tapped into the streets, and that's just embedded in him. I think once that it happened, he just knew that it was the sloppiest thing ever. I wanted to ask you that. Do you think when he found out that they did that shit across from Beverly Center, because I know the gas station, I know exactly what gas station they talk about. I gas up there when I visit LA and leave LA. And that alley right there is creepy as hell. But do you think Dirk, when he found out where it took place, him being a bigger celebrity, I think that played a huge contribution to them being court.
Well, it did play a huge contribution to them being caught, but I will be honest with you. Everybody was acting like trying to kill somebody is like this really complex formula that you can control all the entities. I think, and now, Dirk's my man, so when I'm saying this, I'm going to be the same devil's advocate what I'm doing in it's a hypothetical situation. I think Dirk told Grant, the guy who gave him the gun, gave him the C-man, wherever y'all catch that nigga, dude. It wasn't like, oh no, wait till he, no, do it wherever you catch him at. Wherever you catch him at. Bro, they followed, listen to just read the indictment. They followed him for hours. They followed him for hours that day. They showed up the day before. Bro, it's like, again, they were clearly, they were having a hard time catching up with him. They caught up with him, and they were following him. And the best time they felt, even though it was still horrible, the Beverly Center is just never a low-key spot. But that's the only spot they felt they caught him extra lacking. He's in a car, sitting there while niggas pumping gas. And they said, this is it.
Well, they did it timidly, in my opinion, because the alley is like 30 feet away from the pump. It is not as close as you think. The alley is like, kind of offsetting. It's a creepy alley to be right there in that spot. Like, it's definitely that good, but they shot from the corner, like, they was rushing, man, in my opinion, by the look of it. They thought they had a good spot, but to shoot that far away, like you said, they only found 18 shells. You would think 3 guns.
I agree. It was definitely trying to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they was scared. That's what I'm saying. They did it like a timid hit. to be honest with you. To shoot that far from the alley to the pump with three shooters, only 18 bullets, they was, now, it's a best do.
Now, here's the thing. There is a perspective of it that you would say, I don't know if it shows right before, but the guy was right here, the little Cobb was right here. Maybe they saw it when little Cobb kind of collapsed into the car. Maybe they saw it. Oh, he got it. Now, granted, I know everybody is Rambo, so they're like, yo, bro, why not walk it down and just completely headshot everybody in that car? But these guys, I think the reason why they didn't walk it down is because they know where they're at. So, for example, I think they saw where they're at and ain't caught on camera, because that's kind of like right by the alleyway. I don't think they wanted to run down on the pump because that would be extra hot.
Yeah, I feel you. I can understand where you're coming from with that, but I'm real close interest in accidents, especially during the alley with that creepy ass gas station. I mean, that creepy alley by that gas station across the building. The camera's right there next to it.
Yeah, the real question is though, he only got killed from trying to fight Rondo, right? Now Dirk blocked up. So the real question is, and Pop, Rondo lost the cousin as well, right? Who won? Like, who won the war? So, like, who won?
Nobody. If young boy get off first, the labels probably won.
Nah. That's it, nigga. The labels won, nigga. That's it.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about it. You know from them labels that was typing shit in the background. Like, yo, make that this song continue. Yo, you know from the labels on both sides. So who won? I'm glad you said that, bro. The labels won, I think about it.
And I just think hip hop is cooked in 2024. I think they trying to destroy it.
This is a timid point of view of mine, because I know no street nigga ever wants to be seen as a victim.